Good morning. Welcome today, 95, Wednesday, July 10th, 2024. A full 0 day in Chester, California, where there are no electrolyte powders to be found anywhere. I think I didn't look at the Ace Hardware. You never know at the Ace Hardware. They always have that huge candy bar selection. Maybe I'll get lucky there, but I think I've tried every other store in town, so I guess it makes sense with the heat wave. They're wiped out. Anyway, a lot of activity this morning. Was up at 4, so hopefully I'll sleep later tonight or I'll take a little nap at some point. But I think just because I know I have so much to do, I'm up early or up my regular time. So in between editing all the videos and adding Sarah's stuff into the videos and getting everything uploaded to YouTube, that just takes time. So we're working on that. I've emptied my 2 resupply packages and I've got everything organized here on the bed. We're gonna start packing things, arranging things, and I'm going to assume, I probably won't assume 20-mile days just in case, but I'll assume like 18.5-mile days. So I have a little more food than I need. So I'm going to parse down and consolidate and probably ship a small box back. That's kind of becoming a routine, but I just want to make sure that, I'm not selling myself short with food, but there are definitely some things, especially when I'm like going to the grocery store and supplementing my dessert with these. I don't need all the peanut M&Ms that are getting sent from home. So it's just that kind of stuff. Yeah, so we're gonna keep organizing and videoing. And once we get out on town, we'll check in then. I've gotta go back to the grocery store, the holiday market. That's like the place in town, I guess. And I'm probably gonna swing by the post office and ship a little something back. And then figure out how am I gonna get back to the trailhead tomorrow. There's a couple of options. There's a bus, but I'm not taking the early bus, 7 a.m. No way. I'm gonna enjoy this room that I paid a lot for. So there's like a 1:30 bus. That's a little later than like I like to be there, like at 10. So we'll see if I reach out to Trail Angels or try and hitch or just wait till 1:30. I don't know what I'm gonna do. So that's gonna also affect how many days of food I have, because if I only do like 4 hours of hiking tomorrow, it's gonna probably bump me back another day. So while I think about all these things, I'm gonna keep getting organized, and we'll see in a bit. All right, it's around 9:30. It's not too hot right now. We're gonna head on over to the post office and ship back some extra food that I've accumulated, along with a couple other things. All right, the post office was quick and easy, super friendly. There's a few more places. I'm in search of electrolyte packets, so we're gonna try every darn gas station, food mart in town. Although I'm not very optimistic. We gotta at least try, right? I mean, I'll even go to that Ace Hardware. But let's try here first at this Chevron. All right, so I just got a lead at one of the outdoor stores that I was at yesterday. That holiday market may in fact have electrolyte packets. It's just in a different section with the soap and deodorant and stuff. So we're gonna go check that out. If you need your 2024 Trump gear, there you go. All right, so the beta from the store clerk at the outdoor store was halfway correct. There were no like Gatorade packets, but in the section she told me about with their vitamins, there was a couple of stragglers of liquid IV. So I grabbed those 3 that were left. And then also something else that I've seen some other vloggers advertise or be sponsored by is those Nun, N-U-U-N, I think, electrolyte tablets. So I bought a bunch of those. It's better than nothing. We'll see how they work out. They're probably a bit pricier than the Gatorade, but still, if they get the job done, that's amazing. So I did not pick up anything to take out on the trail tomorrow to eat for dinner. I may go back in the morning. They do like fresh wraps, unlike the Vons and the Safeway though. A lot of their sandwiches seem to be like slathered in mayo. Not a big fan of that, especially when it's warmer. So may end up passing on that. I may do some like take out some tortillas and cheese and pepperoni and just have one of those kind of meals the first night. We'll see. But yeah, I think I am totally good on errands now. I can go back, keep working on videos, uploading, and just enjoy the rest of the day. I've already FaceTime with Sarah. We're up to speed. She's back from Ontario and she's going to go on a nice backpacking trip with our friend Nikki in the beautiful White Mountains of New Hampshire for 4 or 5 nights. I've been calling my mom at every town stop. She's 82 years old and still has all of her wits about her. It's amazing. So I'll give her a call when I get back to the room. And that's really the only thing left I have to do. I do have to do like online banking and all that fun stuff, but that can wait. So that's the update. I have seen a few thru-hikers out and about. A lot of us were at the post office, including my state mate from New Hampshire, Happy Camper, and her crew. They looks like they took some bonus days in Yosemite. So somehow I'm ahead of them, but they will be long gone in front of me again. Yeah, that's the update. Check in later. All right, so these I've had before. These are new. They're like tablets, so they're gonna be a little more bulky to put in, but they'll hold me over. All right, so we're getting organized. When I opened up my resupply boxes, I had a surprise on the top of each one from my niece, Alice. Thanks, Alice. We got a nice happy 4th of July. I am having a good time hiking, thanks. And then we have a little ocean scene, a shark, an octopus, and then we have this great motivational post-it. I will keep going. Go, go, go. Thanks, Alice. That was a nice surprise. All right, and there is actually a trail closure right now near Mount Etna, which is around mile 1600. We're at like 1325 right now, so still have a couple of weeks before we get there. It's like 25% contained. They've had to evacuate a handful of houses. So we'll deal with that when we get there, but that is part of this journey, is wildfires are gonna be sprouting up and potentially closing the trail, where maybe there is a viable reroute to keep those continuous footsteps, or maybe it's just not feasible and would have to skip ahead, and then in a perfect world, after I hit the Canadian border, come back and get however many miles were missed before heading back east. So we're just gonna have to play that by ear. You gotta be flexible on these through hikes. The fact that I got halfway with continuous footsteps, I'm really happy about that. But with the way the climate is the past whatever, 10 years, it's very difficult, I think, to do a full continuous footpath just with the wildfires. But we're going to give it our best try, and we'll be flexible. That is the update. We might check in for one more. Just almost done with uploading the videos, backing up things on Google Photos, downloading some shows, trying to eat, getting some greens in, some salad, and just relaxing. So there you go.
So a few people have commented on various videos after my quilting retreat to see some of the quilts that I've been working on. Unfortunately, I've been a little stalled out on my quilt making, but I just finished work for the summer, or for this, like at the end of June. So back from vacation, now I'm in the summer, so I'll probably get into some more quilting projects, but I'm doing a lot of smaller, quick like garment sewing projects, some knitting and some hand quilting. So I'll kind of show you what I've been working on, and then I know I have 2 quilt projects. I want to start bigger quilt projects to work on, so hopefully I'll get back to those. Okay, so the first thing I worked on was this sweatshirt. 2 years ago I left a job and they gave me a quilt, or like a sweatshirt blanket quilt, as a goodbye gift. But I knew I wouldn't ever use it. So I decided I'd make a sweatshirt out of that fabric. So I did that. I just am trying to decide if I want to change out the cuffs to the green, like the neck binding. So that's an easy fix to make. I've also been knitting. This is a hat that I knit up. I need to block it, which will make it lay flatter and a little bit bigger. So I did that a few weeks ago, finished that up about a week or 2 ago. And then I've been working on this hand quilting project. This is going to be a panel for, this is a bag I made a while ago, but I'm going to make a bigger one, and it'll kind of be like that, if you can think about it like that. So this is all hand pieced. I took a class in the spring about hand piecing, so I'm just kind of playing around with this technique and how the cutting of the fabric can make it look very different. So I'm hopefully going to kind of get this finished in the next week or so. I just need to finish adding these black diamonds around the edge, and then I'm going to just back it with black fabric and turn it into a large knitting bag for like a sweater project. So that's what I'm working on right now. And I have a sock that I've been knitting, but I don't have that here with me. So those are just a few projects that I've been working on. I also made a bag very similar to this for my niece. She went to summer camp this week and needed a bag. So that's what I've been working on.